Hi everybody, I'm Corinne Blackstone and welcome to my craft room. I'm so happy to have you here today. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you this really awesome new to me HTV, and it is called VTS Super Pop 700. This stuff is so cool. It gives you such a neat dimension to your designs. Comes in a bunch of different color combos, and what's cool about this is it looks layered, but it's not, and it's just a single press product. It's actually super easy to cut, weed, and press. So I'm going to show you two different designs with it, obviously, but I just think they're so fun and it's such a cool, nifty thing. These are from Vinyl Tool and Supply. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. I made a short with it and oh my gosh, you guys loved it and wanted to know more. So I'm going to show you how to use this. It is really, really fun. Again, tons of colors, so be sure to check it out. Before we get started though, be sure that you're subscribed here on YouTube. That way you don't miss out on any fun, crafty content we have coming. Without further ado, let's get started. For this HTV, we're going to do two different designs just so you can get an idea of kind of how it's going to look based on what design you choose. So this cat father one I thought was really, really funny. So what I'm going to do is download this design from Creative Fabrica. I'll link it down below if you want to use it. I absolutely love Creative Fabrica. They're fantastic. Now I'm going to save this into my YouTube folder and I'm going to create a folder for the video. So I'm just going to choose a new folder. I'm going to just call this VTS Super Pop. And then I want to go ahead and save it into this folder. Now, once I've done that, I do need to extract my folder. So I'm going to open it and just click extract all and then just click extract. Now, I want you to notice that this has a ton of like random pictures in it and stuff. We don't need any of that. So what I would recommend is just go ahead and delete it. You don't need any of it. So I just would keep away from it. Now, when you open like these, you'll see you have the different styles because these are PNG files, but we're going to use it like it's an SVG. And then you'll see here, you've got some other, there's the PNG files. Again, they're just different sizes, I think. So we're going to go ahead and use one of them. And I'm going to show you how you can use a PNG like an SVG because it is super duper easy. So here in Cricut Design Space, choose blank canvas and then just click got it. It's ridiculous what they constantly are telling us. And then I'm going to click on the upload option and then I want to choose upload image. From here, I can browse for my file or just drag and drop it. Now I want to use the one that's kind of like gold here. So I'm going to select this one, drag it and drop it over onto Cricut Design Space. Now, as long as this has been made correctly, we don't need to do anything to this really to work with it like it's an SVG. So what I'm going to do is click continue. And what we want to make sure is that our background is actually transparent, meaning that you should be able to see the grid past your design, which we can. So we're just going to click apply and continue. Now, when we save it, what we want to save it as the single layer graphic here, because we're going to cut this just like it was an SVG. You can use PNGs and SVGs fairly interchangeably, especially if you just want it all one color, which we do. Then I'm right here. I'm just can change the name of it if I want. So over here under image detail, I can change it to cat father. I can add any like tags that I want, like dad, father, cat, whatever you want to do to it, or add it to a collection if you want. And then you just simply click upload, and this is going to put it right into your canvas. Now this is a huge file and that's totally okay, but I do want to go ahead and change the size. Now I'm going to put this on a large shirt, so it should be about 9.5 inches wide. What's great about this is I really don't have to do anything. It's ready to go. We're going to cut it with that VTS Super Pop, and I can't wait to show you that. So one thing I want to point out is when you're using that VTS Super Pop, you do want to use images that are a little thicker, have a little more like detail, because it's really going to show that cool color. So this one's going to be a really fun one to do. Now we can just use an image from Cricut Design Space if we want to. We can use our own designs. You can really kind of make whatever you want. Maybe you want to make something with some text. Now I have tons of videos on how to design in Cricut Design Space, so I think we're just going to use an image. I'm going to go to images and then I want to go to advanced search just so I can really see kind of everything they have. Now I have images that I've bookmarked over the years, so if I want to look for those, I can just choose bookmarked under filter, and it's going to bring up all the ones that I have bookmarked over the years. Now what's fun about this are these are images that I know that I like and maybe I'd like to use again or use for the first time. So I always check here because sometimes I find some really, really neat ones, and it is really fun to use some of these designs. Like this little balloon dinosaur is pretty funny and we could absolutely make that work. It's going to be a little difficult though because his lines are pretty thin. So I don't know that he's going to turn out quite as thick as I would like him to for this design. So let me keep looking and see if I can find one that I think is going to work perfectly. I think this one will be really fun. It says, I make everything weird. So all I'm going to do is choose add to canvas, and I'm just going to view my canvas by clicking that little button at the bottom. Now again, I'm going to put this on an adult large, but you need to size your design for whatever you're putting it on. So I should go about 9.5 for adult large shirts, but there's lots of ways that you can size these. Now I am going to make them with different colors. So let me just change one color just to purple. That way we have two different mats to cut these on. Now, when you're cutting a new product like VTS Super Pop, if you've never used it before, you're going to want to use some test cuts. And let me show you how easy it is to create something to test cut. I'm just going to go ahead and hide my designs here. And what I want to do is I'm going to add a shape, and I'm just going to add a little star. I don't cut anything too crazy. I just cut something kind of small. I'm going to size this down just to 1 inch wide. And once I do that, I'm going to cut this little star out and do some test cuts. Just to do that, all I have to do is click make. I'm not going to save this right now. And you'll see that we have this little star. You can just move it down to the bottom corner. That way you can peel it off real easy and check the cut. Now with these, I do know that for my machine, it cuts best on the medium cardstock setting, but you'll want to do some test cuts. Now, I also want to show you something that I noticed before I hid my designs. This I make everything weird design. If I click make right now, it's going to be a really big mess and it's going to be all these different pieces. You can see it's got a ton of pieces on each of the mats. That's because the design is only grouped and not attached. So I'm going to select the design, just choose attach, and now when I hit make, everything will be on the same mat. Simple as that, it's pretty easy. Now remember, because we're going to be using a cardstock cut setting, Cricut is not automatically going to mirror these. Now for me personally, I like to flip it here on the screen. I'm going to go to flip and flip horizontal, and that's automatically going to mirror them for you, but you can also mirror them on your make screen. Let me save this really quick. I'm going to just call it VTS Super Pop, and then we're going to go ahead and click save. That way nothing happens when we have any issues, when we click make. Now, when we click make, you'll see that everything's mirrored. But if you do want to mirror it once you've hit make, there is a mirror button down here at the bottom of both of your mats. Now, obviously mine's going to flip mine back to the correct way since I pre-flipped them just so I don't forget to do it. But once you've done that, yours is going to be good to go. Then you can just hit continue and choose your material. Now, like I said, for me, I like to use medium cardstock. And like I said, because this isn't an iron-on setting, it won't mirror it automatically for you. So please make sure that you either flip it before you hit make or make sure you select that mirror button. Now let's head over to the machine. I'm going to show you how to load this on to the mat. We'll get cutting, and then I'm going to show you some tricks to pressing it to make sure that it comes out perfectly every time. I've got the two colors that we're going to be using, and what you'll notice is that we have white on the back of both, and then their colors here. But if you look at them from the side, and I don't know how easy that's going to be for you to see, but there is like a band of color. So I would liken these to maybe like Brick and Puff Make a Baby. So what you're going to do is you want to load it with the carrier sheet side down. If you need to check which side that is, just peel back a corner. And you do want to use a fairly sticky mat for these because they are a thicker material. So I do like to use a newer mat. I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is well held down. You can always use a brayer, especially great for like these thicker materials, just to make sure that it's going to stay on your mat. Now remember, we're cutting this on the medium cardstock setting. I've already done test cuts. If you want to know how to do test cuts, I show you in lots of videos, but we're going to go ahead and get these cut out. I'll show you how to weed them and how to press them. as always, before I unload, I do want to just double check my cut setting and make sure it cut through. So I'm just gonna find the center of a letter and it cut beautifully. So I'm gonna go ahead, unload, and cut the other one out, and then I'll show you how to weed them, which is so easy. This weeds so nicely. And like I said, this one's gonna be red on white here, and it's gonna look so cool. Next thing we need to do is place these on to our shirt. So I'm gonna use a black one for this because I just think that will look really, really cool and super fun, is to put a black on black, and I think that's gonna show up really cool. So the first thing I need to do is get this fuzz off of here. There's a little fuzzy, like a piece of cardboard stuck. The first thing I like to do is to fold it in half and figure out just about where center is, which should be the center of the ears. Once I've figured that out, I want to put my design about 3 fingers down. Now, however, from this one, because the cat ears are really tall, I'm only going to go like maybe like 3 fingers down starting here. So maybe move it down just like a touch, but I don't want to move it down a ton. Now, I will say, if you watched closely, you probably saw me really like struggling with the whiskers. This HTV is a little tough with thin lines, but it can be done. You just need to weed really, really carefully. Now I'm going to make sure this looks all straight and even, which it does. So that one's good to go. And now we can line up the other one. So I thought this one would be fun if we did it potentially on this shirt. This is a ringer tee from Shirt Space. I'll link it below because it's so cute. But look at the reds are so close together. I think they'll be perfect for this. And all again, I'm going to do, I know the center of this one because I've made this one before is like this heart. And so I'm just going to kind of get it centered. Again, I'm going to go like a little less than 3 fingers down just because of where the wording is. And then all I want to do is get this pretty centered onto my shirt. I think I'm going to move it over just a touch. And we're good to go. Now, the VTS Super Pop 700, it presses at a temperature about 300 degrees to 310. I've tested mine and I found that about 310 was best. You're gonna press this for about 10 to 15 seconds and you're gonna use a heavy pressure. So I've turned the pressure up on my heat press. I've got it set to temp, so I'm gonna take you over there and show you how to press this. I'm ready to press, so let me push my drawer in. I always make sure that my design is on my pressing pillow, and then again, I'm using firm pressure, so I'm gonna press this down pretty hard because it is firm. This is gonna press for 10 seconds. Then this is a cold peel product. Lifting it is not always super easy when you have it on that. So I'm gonna move this one off the press, and I'm gonna go get the cat father one, press that while this one cools. One thing I did forget to kind of mention to you, when you're looking at this right now, doesn't it just look like it's black HTV? Like there's nothing super special to it. That's what's really cool about this one, is that once it's pressed, that's when you see that magic happen. Now don't make fun of me for having a hard time opening this. Opening these are always harder than it is to close them. Gotta open it. But now can you see all that white around it? So cool. So let me go ahead again. I'm gonna let these cool and then I'm gonna show you what they look like. We can take the carrier sheet off because this is fully cool now. And it's gonna reveal how nifty this HTV is. This is such a fun product. I just think it looks so cool, adds a dimension, and you don't have to layer this. So let me get the carrier sheets off both of these and then I'll get you guys a nice up close look at them because that's what's really gonna show these off. I hope that this will encourage you to try different HTV and things that maybe you're not sure what they are, because this was one that I was like, I don't know what this does, but I'm going to try it. And I got to tell you, I love it. I do think it's pretty easy to work with, but definitely do some test cutting and some test pressing before you commit to doing a full design, because everybody's machines and heat presses are going to be a little bit different. Be sure that you're using firm pressure. Now, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. I'll link the VTS Super Pop 700 down below so that you can easily find it and order it for yourself. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy crafting.